Hey Chopper, this viewer's not subscribed.
Car D Kaizoku.
This video is sponsored by Nen Garden. Nen Garden is having a summer kickoff sale with prices slashed site-wide. And for a limited time, get a free playmat tube with every Sun God playmat you purchase, while supplies last. Also check out their Legends and Shadows collection. Use code Kaizoku for 8% off your order. This video is brought to you by Adakai TCG. Shop the latest in premium holographic textured custom One Piece cards. Designed for collectors, crafted to stand out. Use code Kaizoku for 15% off your next order. This video is sponsored by gumgum.gg. See Western OP11 lists and Eastern OP12 lists on gumgum.gg. Updated daily. Be the first to see decks for new leaders as they emerge. With over 1,000 deck lists per set, gumgum.gg has all the top strategies as soon as they drop. This video is sponsored by Card Market, Europe's largest online marketplace for trading card games. Right, we're going to be doing our OP11 market review for the period of June 19th to the 25th. I'm just going to take a look at the last week. So in this video, we're going to be taking a look at the biggest movers in that period, the biggest increases of prices, the biggest decreases in prices. We're going to be taking a look at OP11, and let's take a look back at EB02 in particular, just to see where things are at. And then we're going to take a look at the expected value of OP11, how much you should expect to pay, whether it's worth it to buy a sealed box or not. And if you're wondering what this tool on screen is that you see, because I haven't made a market review video in a while, it's a dashboard, custom dashboard that I built out. I scraped all the market data, I did all the cleaning up, all the analysis, all the charts and graphs that you see here, all the different components. Literally everything is made by me by hand, and if you want access to it, you can get access to it by being a Kaizoku tier patron on my Patreon, and it's accessible via my website kaizoku.com. Yeah, let's just jump right into things. So the movers for this period. So as we mentioned, this is the biggest increases from the period of June 19th to the 25th. We're going to look at overall because we just want to look at where cards are in a vacuum here. So the biggest increases here, it seems like a lot of manga rares are going back up, but you can see the overall trend of the cards. Everything's going down, and I do think that's because of the PRB02 announcements in Japan. A lot of the cards that were sorely in need of reprints have been announced to potentially be a reprint. So in response to that, card prices are going down, but not for cards that are not going to be reprinted, like manga rares like this. These are only available in the sets that they came in. So we do see like this incredibly insane manga Luffy from OP05 going up $70 in this period. We do see the Doflamingo siblings, or Don Quixote siblings, going up, and I do think because there was like a blue purple Luffy that did really well recently in a tournament in one of the regionals, but I would expect this to go down. I don't think that build is like the build for blue purple Luffy. Unfortunately, it might just be like a one-time thing, but who knows. Right, this price seems to indicate that people are bullish on that build for blue purple Luffy. Right, they jumped over, like this Doflamingo jumped 300%, even though it was only an $18 increase, right, from $6 to 24, 25-ish. That's the top 10 here. Ooh, the soccer Luffy also went up. The biggest decreases in this period is the Goldie Roger, down $89, which is only 2.8%. So big monetarily wise, but not much in the grand scheme of things percentage wise. And then a bunch of prize cards also going down here. You see some OP11 cards too, right? The manga Luffy, and then the silver SP Luffy. And then there's like a beginner's deck Onami that went down. If you wanted to bling out the Onami, it's literally the same art with the stamp, but I guess the stamp is enough to whet your guys' appetite. Ooh, Rush Zoro is quite cheap now. Getting even cheaper, $48. Did they announce that he was going to be reprinted? But also OP1 cards are going to be like the first cards to rotate once rotation comes. And we see another SP card here, Sanji going down. So let's take a look at OP11 just to see how things are settling for that set. So OP11, looking at the increases, Luffy Taro went up. So did the, what do you want to call these, manga events? But these are only going up like less than $1. So that's about it for the increases. Prices are starting to stabilize. We see here that total price of OP11 on June 19th was 5,800-ish, and now it's 5,600-ish, so down what, $200. So we're gonna see bigger decreases, I feel. So let's sort by price difference descending, or is it ascending because it's negative? Oh, whatever. So manga Luffy down $53, and yeah, the silver Luffy that we saw earlier, Sanji we saw earlier. So blue purple Luffy, the leader, also down $7. The alt arts for this set are actually quite cheap. I do believe this is the most expensive alt art leader. And then Zeus down $659. The Gear second manga version down. SP cards down too. SP Shirahoshi. Nami leader down. So Nami's the, wait, which one's more expensive, Nami or Luffy? Or Nami's the most expensive leader now. But yeah, we see pretty significant decreases all around. Everything's like $5, $6, $4 to up to the 20th place card. The decreases are still over $1. So yeah, that makes sense because we saw like a $200 decrease. So yeah, it's just that new set hype being corrected now that it's about 2 weeks in. But let's look at EB02 because it's been a while. Right, everything in that set should be very stable now up here. So the biggest increases in EB02. So Green Purple Luffy continues to see a lot of good results in the West. So we see the cards for that deck go up as well. Right, the pudding is up $3. The Luffy leader itself is up $3. Nami Searcher for the deck is up $3. So everything for the deck, even the Rush Luffy is up $1.87. And then the what do you call these, like gold leaders from EB02, the Luffy's up. It seems like that's about it for the increases. It's mainly any card that is using Green Purple Luffy is seeing even more value. Let's see the decreases. Okay, so the regular non-alt art version of that Secret Luffy is down $7. I'm surprised he's this high to begin with. We see it like from last week till now, it went down and then recovered a bit. I remember this guy was like $50 on release of the set. Now he's up to $80. And it seems like every other golden leader is going down, right? It was only like we saw Boa and Luffy, Purple Luffy go up, everything else is down. But yeah, the decreases start to drop off, right? Once we get to like 10th place, it's under $1. So yeah, also stabilize EB02 prices. So we can take a look at all the cards by value to see if there's anything worth picking up. So we'll do that now. So here are all the OP11 cards sorted by price. Golden Luffy is an insane $2,700, followed by the silver version of it at $1,200. And the manga Luffy is actually not as expensive as you would expect. It's not a $1,000 manga rare. And then we see the SP cards right after that. So Luffy Taro being the most expensive, the cheapest being Rayleigh at $41. And then yeah, leader, we see Nami above Purple Luffy, Blue Purple Luffy, and then A-Class Katakuri Altered actually quite expensive, right? It's above some of the SP cards and leaders actually. And then the Gear Second manga event being the highest of the three. The Nami blocker being the second highest alt art here, and then Zeus right after that. So anything with Nami in it is quite pricey. And yeah, we see Katakuri and then Kobe, the other manga events, and then SP or Secret Rare Kobe and Secret Rare Luffy alt arts, followed by Shirahoshi. And then this is the treasure rare for the set, Lucky Roo. Fun fact, I've never opened a treasure rare in any of the sets that had a treasure rare in it. I don't know how that's possible, but that's me. And then we see Jinbei at $14, the cheapest alt art leader here. Even cheaper than some of the regular SR alt art cards. Kind of sad. And then if you look at SRs, this 8-cost Katakuri seems to be the only SR that is above $5, which is what I have filtered here. In fact, let's take a look at all just the SRs. Oh, only these two are above $1. How about any price? Okay, so only Nami and Katakuri are above $1. The SRs in this set are insanely cheap. So yeah, if you wanted to build out any OP11 decks with these cards, I feel like barring the A-Cost Katakuri, it's pretty cheap to build out Kobe, right? 3 of these cards here are for Kobe deck. They're gonna run you under $1 per card. Jinbeis are good for Shirahoshi and the Jinbei deck. Green Yellow Law could benefit from this Bedge for very cheap. Probably Piss Kid too. What else? Oh yeah, Purple Katakuri will run this Pudding, so will Purple Yellow Pudding. So these are very, very cheap additions. I would pick these up. I would assume that once this set goes out of print, these should go up in price. Right? If you take a look at some past sets, their SRs might be a little bit more pricey. Just to confirm, let's look at OP02. Yeah, we see here 4 of these are above $1, but still quite affordable for the ones that aren't in too much play. And this is just due to Kuzan and Borsalino being reprinted in PRB01, so that also affects things. Let's look at 03 then, just to confirm. Yeah, so we see 03, Marco and Big Mom are $7, and then Isho is $2. Let's just look at all sets then, in that case. I'm sure like Brook and stuff, yeah. So EB01 has been like a gold mine for SRs, being very high value. And then, oh, we don't want pre-release cards. Okay, so I excluded them. The Brook is only $16 now, so I'm assuming they announced a reprint for Brook in EB0 or Premium Booster 2, because he's gotten a lot cheaper. But I guess no news of Cavendish because he's still $33. What else is good here? Okay, EB02 SRs are actually quite expensive still. This Sengoku's $8 for a card that's not even like too impactful in the meta. Is he the highest one? Why is he so high? But yeah, we were going to look at EB02 anyway, so let's look at it now. Sanjay and Pudding makes sense. It's in like the top tier deck right now. $15 a pop. Enel only usable in like Kalgara and Enel, but also $6. Yeah, so EB02 has been like pretty worth it money-wise. Every single SR is above $1. And I can only assume it's going to go up more because if it's gonna follow the trend of EB01, it's gonna go out of print pretty quickly, a lot more quickly than the OP sets, which gives rise to the price of the cards being insane until there's like an announced reprint in like PRB02 or PRB03 potentially. So let's take a look at all of EB02, including the alt arts. So this manga Luffy is $1,000, and then all the gold leaders here following it. Oh no, this is not a gold leader. This is just the alt art for the green purple Luffy. $305 is insanely high. But yeah, Boa is the most expensive golden leader, followed by Misprint Vegapunk. He has a typo in his leader effect, which is why he's so expensive, I think. And then what's the cheapest one? So the secret Luffy alt art, also $140, above some of the gold leaders. The cheapest gold leader is Hody. Sorry, Hody. Then Hanya Ball, and then Foxy, and then Kairos, the one that I got. At least he's not last. I feel a little better. And then yeah, the alt arts for the set also aren't too bad, right? The Robin and Nami's are above $30, Vivi's above $20, Yamato's at nearly $20, and then everything else after that's under $20. These search events are like 50 cents for such like it's a common rarity card, right? I'm surprised why they're so expensive. I have a bunch of these. Y'all want to buy these in bulk? I'll sell it to you. So yeah, that's EB02 in its totality. And then one thing I noticed earlier, I just wanted to take a look at what like commons and uncommons are worth a lot of money. So we can take a look at that real quick too. Commons, uncommons, exclude special cards. Then we'll exclude pre-release. I really should make like a flag to easily exclude everything. I'll work on that. Okay, so looking at only OP sets and EB sets for common and uncommon, and only normal rarity variations of the cards. The most expensive uncommon is Nojiko at $367, followed by Perona at $244, then Sanji's Pilaf, then Top Knot, and then Killer, Otama are above $1. Nojiko is like pretty expensive, right? $367. I have like at least 40 of these, so that's like $120 that I could potentially get from selling my Nojikos. So that's also in my dashboard in case you want to know that, right? If you're like a bulk dealer, here are some insights on what cards you could potentially have a lot of value in your collection that you're not aware of. And we're going to take a look at the expected value of OP11, right? That's what you're interested in. We'll go on to that tab. So some caveats. I'm going to assume that this gold Luffy is not the same appearance rate as other SP cards, so I excluded it from all calculations. The silver one, I'm not sure if it is or not. I'm just going to assume it is. So I included it as a card that appears just as often as the other SP cards. So that's the weighted expected value of the card here. If it's not this, then this number goes down even more, and it becomes like completely not worth it to buy OP11 at the moment. But yeah, that's the assumption going into this video. So looking at this, for every variation of box you can get, that's alt art secret rare, alt art secret rare leader, alt art leader, alt art secret rare SP card. Here are the different expected values for each of those variations. So if you get an alt art box, on average you're getting $48 in value for the box. This is the cheapest value. If you get this kind of box, you probably most likely lost money if you're buying a box at retail value. Oh nope, look, alt art secret rare is even cheaper than that. That means the secret rares are not expensive at all, and that is because where are they? I can't even find them. So Kobe is $6, and then the Luffy is, where's Luffy? $8. Oh my god, these are like the cheapest secret rares ever. Why are they so cheap? Let's check the price history on TCG Player. Yeah, they're literally like just as worth as your bulk cards. Oh my god. So yeah, because the secret rares barely hold any value, it is even worse than double alt art actually. Oh my god, that's insane. But yeah, alt art secret rare leader box after that is $72 on average. Alt art leader is $85 on average, and then if you're getting an SP card, that's where the big bucks come in. It's $287, and again, that's including this silver SP Luffy as a card that appears the same rate as every other SP card. If not, then this weighted average goes down even more. So weighted average, based on the case rates I saw, I think it's like, and I believe it's like 2 alt art, 4 alt art secret rare, 2 alt art secret rare leader, and then 2 alt art leader, and then 2 alt art secret rare SP, right? That gives you like 8 secret rares for the case. That makes sense to me. With that appearance rate, it's $94 on average if you average all of these by that weighting. And if we take a look at OP11 sealed, how much is a booster box on TCG Player? Okay, so I have to like wade through all the freaking Japanese booster boxes. That's annoying. So 124 is the cheapest that I see here. If the expected value weighted is $94, I don't think it's worth it at all, especially because you only make money off of the SP variation of the box. Every other box is like you're losing a lot of money, especially if you get a secret rare, you're losing 90 bucks essentially in value. This makes OP11 one of the worst sets on release to invest in, which is really crazy. Because some of these cards in the set, like Gold Luffy and the Silver Luffy, are insanely expensive, but yeah, you're statistically not likely to open those. And this is me being generous by including this Silver Luffy into the SP pull rates. Without this, yeah, this plummets even more. So I really do think it has to do with the secret rares not holding any value at all, because that would definitely bump up the floor of the value of the set by a lot. But as we saw, it's not even 10 bucks for this. If you take a look at all the secret rares for every set, you'll see. To put it into perspective, oh wait, everything is cheap now. What the heck? All secret rares are insanely cheap, besides the Luffy and the Mr. 2s, that is. Did they announce that these are all getting reprinted in PRB02 or something? Even this Sanji is like 16 bucks now. I believe he was like 40, 50 when Blue Purple Luffy was the boogeyman of the set. Huh. If this is the case, I think it's not worth it to buy anything besides EB01 and EB02 at the moment as a sealed booster box, unless you're like buying it to gamble to get like an SP card or Ultra Art Leader. Because well, even the Ultra Art Leaders, like Blue Purple Luffy wasn't even that expensive. So yeah, this is the time to buy singles separately. If this is what I'm seeing for secret rares, I don't think it's worth it at all to buy any booster box for any set at the moment. Right? You can literally buy a full playset of a secret rare, like the Zoro here. 4 of it is like what? 48 bucks? That's cheaper than buying a box of OP06. You can probably buy a full playset of 8 of these. The Sanji and Zoros from the same set, right? You can get both of those for cheaper than the price of buying one sealed box of OP06 with the potential to get one of them. Okay, well yeah, that's some good insights. I'm learning with you guys too, finding this out. It's single seasons, baby. So yeah, that's all I have for you guys in this video. I hope this dashboard and the insights that I looked at helped you make some decisions on what cards to buy or what cards to look out for. Let me know if you use any of these insights to help you with your purchases. I would love to hear that it made a difference. Again, you're not going to find this level of care and effort into the market information than you would on my channel, right? I'm not just clicking web pages on TCG Player, even though I kind of did for it was like 20 seconds, come on. But yeah, I guess that's all I got for you guys. So yeah, subscribe to my channel, and then if the market review videos do pick up traction, I would be willing to do more of them. It's just that for some reason they don't do too well on my channel, so that's why I don't make them as frequently. But if that changes, or if you share it around and help get the word out, you can expect more market review videos. But until then, it probably will be a couple weeks until you see the next one. That'll be it for now. So subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed. Check out my other videos. And I guess that's it. Bye.
Card D Kaizoku.